I'm smiling because we're about to talk about Sean Penn and El Chapo in his interview and the party that went down right after.
It was a party.
I'm smiling about that shirt, which we'll get to in a bit. But first of all, what happened right after Sean Penn's interview with El Chapo?
We should explain. We found out a lot of stuff. Sean Penn and Kate Del Castillo, they took off from the Van Nuys Airport in a private jet. In fact, it's this private jet right here. And it is a small jet that they took to Guadalajara, which is not exactly the place that...
It's not the beaten path for celebrities taking off from L.A.
It's not. And they did it to be undetected. During the flight out, it was tense. They hardly spoke at all, and it was just very obvious that something was weighing heavily on them. A very, as they say in Spanish, un otra historia on the way back.
It was nerve-wracking. They drank a little tequila on the way there in the plane. Once they were there, though, they partied with El Chapo. They had a meeting, but they drank till 4 in the morning. He even says El Chapo put Sean Penn to bed. And then, remember, they got rousted up out of bed 2 hours later because something was going on, and they rushed out. So I think they were drinking and partying the entire way through.
Yeah, but they did.
Then they got on the jet on the way home. They didn't die.
They had something to celebrate.
They didn't die. So they were on an airplane going back to Van Nuys. It's like,
They made it out alive.
Yeah, and they were already trying to buzz. They never got sober, so it's like, just open more tequila.
It was like, it's almost like there's a country song called Drunk on a Plane, and they were drinking on the plane on the way back.
Absolutely. It's like they kept drinking the tequila, and the woman, Harvey, the actress, Kate, owns a tequila line. So they had bottles of her tequila with them the entire time. So they popped some more, and they partied on the way home.
So you celebrate because you got this huge interview, and you made it out alive.
Right.
Is there at any point that you stop and go, we now know where the most wanted man in North America is?
I think
no, you forget.
No, they
forget immediately.
And by the way, he's also moved, so that's not an issue.
So he would have moved by house.
I'm calling in from Florida, and my take on this whole thing is, yeah, they're of course nervous on the way going in. They had many reasons why they wanted to talk to this guy, and obviously they drank tequila because that's what they do. They shot the bad boy. Maybe they got a movie deal and they talked to the guy in person. We don't know personally what happened and what went through, but yeah, they're gonna drink tequila the whole time and like party it out, and that's how they talk.
Okay.
One thing about Sean Penn's interview, aside from what was said, was what was worn. Talking about that shirt that El Chapo was wearing.
My shirt.
Yeah, apparently someone really liked the shirt. We told you the story about how it's sales of that shirt have gone through the roof at this store in L.A. Somebody decided he had to have one at $128 for that shirt.
Hey, it looks good on you.
Tune into the our other TMZ show. You will see the main show.
What I got to do is I got to ask Brian over at 2Fab whether they could do He Wore It Well.
Who wore it better?
What to do?
El Chapo 11.
Okay, moving on.